Yeah, but you're in a sport as boxing. We have a lot of personalities and characters. You're 20 years old, but when someone talks to you, you're like a 60-year-old man. How did that happen?
I wouldn't say 60.
No, I'm saying like you're very mature. You talk like an adult.
Yeah, I'm just mature for my age. You know, I got a good team around me. You know, I came through the amateur ranks. You know, through the Olympic system. So they taught me a few things. You know, and I don't know, what can I say? I'm just blessed.
5 years ago, I was at the gym with you and Floyd, and we sat down and had a good conversation. How much of an impact has Floyd Mayweather been on your career?
Oh, he's been a huge impact. You know, coming up from 8 years old to still to this day. You know, being around him, you know, is a blessing. You know, he's taught me so much in and outside of the ring.
What car are you buying now with the big check that Eddie just delivered? Do you have any on your right?
Oh, nice car.
I know, but what, maybe a Lambo?
Well, you know, after the fight, you know,
Bugatti?
Right. Right now, you know, I'm just focused on the fight, and then after the fight, you know, I'm gonna buy me something nice. I don't know yet though.
I think it's always good in life to set yourself targets.
Yeah.
So you signed a big deal, but you haven't achieved anything yet,
Yes.
other than commercial. So the first thing is the title. When you win the title, then you get one of those things.
So then Eddie's gonna buy you a Bugatti.
And then steady. And then when you unify, there's another thing.
Yes.
And when you become undisputed, that's when we're talking about blocks of houses rather than just cars and ice.
And you talked about, obviously, all the DAZN shows that you guys have planned. Devin, familiar with fighting all over. You know, early in his career in Tijuana, his last fight in Louisiana. What do you think he can do in the UK? Because when people talk about last week, it came up about who's the biggest star in boxing, and somebody was arguing for Canelo with you, and you were arguing for AJ. Well, somebody could say maybe AJ on that end of the hemisphere, Canelo on this one. Do you feel like Devin could be on both?
100%. I mean, we need to develop him into a star. You know, we need to do things like, you know, if you look at the 40 Days program that was just built around Canelo and Jacobs, that was produced, that particular one, by LeBron James and Maverick Carter. We're working on one for the AJ fight now, which will be announced next week with two massive name producers. These are the kind of names that we need to align Devin Haney with. We need to make Devin Haney the it guy for boxing. You know, the role model for US boxing. That's what we need him to be. And like I said, to make sure that he attracts all those different demographics that we discussed earlier. And you do that by aligning him to people. You know, you always see him shooting a music video with Pharrell the other night, and you know, he's got these rappers bringing him out, and big names want to watch him fight. And that's what you want. You know, you want those celebrities, you want those big names to say, oh, Devin Haney's fight, I want to go to that fight. Because if they're doing it, it's cool to be doing it, trust me, everybody else is going to be doing it.